So I lost a minute on that last one, so I'm not really sure where I left off. But basically, you go through that for loop. It checks the pattern value, which is the key, to the split string word value. So that is going to, if it doesn't match up, it's going to return false. It'll make one if neither are present. If one is present but the other ain't, then it's going to also return false. But if both are present but they don't equal each other, then it's going to return false. Alright, so uh I think that I can just move on because I don't think a visual representation would really clarify that one anymore. It's simple as one key, one value, and you can't get them crossed. Or you can't have one equal more than one. So there you have it. I'm going to pause it and move on to the next. Alright, so this was the next one I had. This one is basically the same exact thing as the last one, except a little bit more simplified. So instead of one character equaling one word, this one is one character equals one different character. Well, actually, not necessarily. So basically, if we have EGG, and then that one's S, so this is S, and then this is T. We know that S or E A D. Sorry, my bad, guys. I'm not focusing enough. G equals D. And as you are inserting these into the dictionary, you can check if a value already exists or not, or alternatively, if the patterns don't match up. You can see that in the if statement. If SI in coder dictionary and coder dictionary with the key SI equals TI, continue. Completely unnecessary case, because that just means that everything matches up. You can continue. I could probably delete that. I'm not going to, but it's kind of redundant. It's just how I was thinking when I wrote it. Kept it as is because I just wanted to see it pass. And then that's when I'll kind of go through and see if I could probably implement it in better ways. So yeah, there is a base case. If the lengths don't match up, then it's gone. Because if the lengths don't match up, then you don't have the same amount of letters. I don't think it works that way. Yeah, because if there is 2D, or if there is a missing, like, if I have an I here, well, the I would equal the D, and then the G would, yeah, it just mess everything up. It couldn't have two different lengths. This one I think was pretty easily to visualize and imagine, so I'm not gonna draw anything for this one either, and I'm gonna set up the next one. All right, so this one this is isomorphic. No. There we go. Can construct. So what we got here, basically, this is a ransom note. You're gonna see if a ransom note could be made from the magazine. So basically, what we're gonna do, I think there's probably ways that you could implement this with only one loop. I did it with two though. So first things first, we are going to create a dictionary. And for every letter, every letter. Okay, so if letter in ransom note returns none, then we are going to create the ransom note with. Well, we're gonna create the key in the dictionary ransom note with the letter from ransom note. The parameter, not the dictionary. I should have probably renamed these because I just figured, well, I'll just write it Pythonically and the other one won't be Pythonic. And that's how, or camel case, so that's how I'll know. Could have did it better. Whatever. Otherwise, the ransom note is going to equal 1. But if it does exist, we're gonna iterate it. I did this. I don't know why I did the none. As long as it isn't null. I think I could just erase that and it would actually work the same. See, this is this is my problem between going through languages. You don't get the consistency. Alright, so, and then we got the second loop. 4-letter in magazine. So, if the letter is in magazine, we're going to detract. We're going to detract 1. And then if letter and ransom note letter are both 0. Or I'm sorry. If the letter's in ransom note and the ransom note letter, if the value of the key letter is 0 after the decrement, then we're gonna delete it. We're gonna delete that specific key and value because we don't need it anymore. We have used up all the letters that we needed from that. We don't need to check for that letter anymore. We're gonna delete it. And then we have one more last check at the end of letter. And that's if the length of ransom note dictionary is 0, we're going to return true because that means we have given every single letter. We have taken out every single letter we need from magazine. So we're done. We can return true. And if we happen to iterate through every single letter in magazine and we don't have an empty dictionary, we're going to get to the very last statement. We're going to return false. So, like, our ransom note could be ransom note. And then our magazine could be ransom noter. So, you know, we go through. The first thing that would happen in this is we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a dictionary. So blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to iterate through magazine. And if this letter matches up with a value here, we're going to remove 1 from that. And then if it equals 0, we're just going to get rid of it altogether. We're going to keep doing that, and we're going to keep doing that, and we're going to keep doing that until our dictionary is empty. And that's when the last if statement rings. Length is 0, turn true. If we still at the end have, you know, a not 0 length, it's going to cause a problem. Boom. Made it to the very end. We return in false. Simple as. Alright. So, I don't think we have too many more. Let's pause it. Yeah, anyways, I think that was actually all the ones I did in school. The other ones were just ones that I've done earlier. But, you know, I have went from, like, having what? Maybe just a handful done, and now I'm 18 out of 150. So I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there pretty quick. I'm going to try and bust through some more easy ones. I think I've realized that I don't have a Django project in my GitHub, and I realized that I don't have any on my old portfolio. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just create a very small Django app, one that maybe just like reads like some JSON and returns values according to that. We'll see though. Okay. Well, peace out, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and upload these.